Let's check in now with pro trader Alan Knuckman, the chief market strategist at Paradigm. The market seems to just keep grinding away. What is your trader talk for us, Alan?
Well, not much reaction to the election, but we did see a bounce the previous couple of days to continue this stock strength that we've seen in the last month.
You had a big win on one of the stocks you talked about on our show recently. Tell us about DuPont.
Well, as I said, it's been about risk reward, bullishness here recently. DuPont is a great example. DuPont, we've been able to double our trade in 2 weeks. Last week, we took off half a position at 65% profit. This week, we took off the second half at 100%. That stock from October 25th to yesterday rallied from 57 to 68, which is a great move, which is 20%. But it's a better move with the power of options, doubling our premium, getting 100%.
Your new trade is a stock that looks rather boring if you take a look at what's going on with what the company does and the charts. But what do you see in your latest trade happening?
Yeah, so I like Juniper. I'm looking for Juniper to jump. It's been stuck in a rut here between 25 and 30 for 5 months. A breakout target's 35. Right now, we're sitting around the $29 level. But in the big picture, this stock's been between 20 and 40 for 20 years. So this 30 level is an important pivot for a pop.
You've been using call options. Tell us about that with your option strategy on this one.
Yeah, in the money calls, again, 25 has been this bottom support. So looking at a 25 call for April. Now, the April option's only $75 more expensive than the January. It gets a ton more time, almost 6 months. The 25 calls trade for about $5.50 or so. It's $4 in the money. But the best part is the payoff. So as this stock moves higher, if we get up to that 35 level, which is our first technical objective, this option will double in value, just like we saw at DuPont.
Let's get your trading day takeaways as you clue us in on what to watch in this market, Alan.
Trading day takeaway number one, the beat goes on. Earnings season's almost over. 70% of S&P companies had positive earnings surprise, and 70% also had positive revenue surprise. Number two, cheap chance. Stocks are still relatively low. The PE ratio for the S&P 500 is below the 10-year average, is trading around 16, whereas was at 22 back in January. And number three, lastly, making money. 85% of S&P stocks have reported for the quarter. We're seeing growth, revenue growth, which is huge, 10% revenue growth, which will be the 7th consecutive quarter of 10% revenue growth. So companies are making money.
We hope you keep making money too, Alan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.